I'm Rick Devery. I'm 22 years old and I'm a student at Penn State University, and I have anxiety. I started noticing my anxiety first at its highest freshman year when I came into college, because I didn't know a single person when I got here. I think I was the first person from my high school to actually come to Penn State, and I came from a very small school to a very big one, and I was just very unused to the atmosphere. Like, I had never drank before either, and then suddenly I'm thrust into all these new scenarios with all these people I don't know, and I started to really just panic about everything, become very anxious all the time, and it started manifesting itself mostly, I think, in my social interactions with people. I would think and dwell too much on things that I had said to anyone at all, questioning whether or not it was the right thing to say, the right thing to do, the right way to behave, and then also things that didn't happen or, never happened and stuff, like, the scenarios of, oh, but what if I had said this to this person, would this have happened, and stuff like that. All of that social anxiety and inability to cope with, other people and stuff started to turn into more of like a drinking problem and stuff, and trying to be the most fun at every single social event and acting out in ways like that. And I got an underage my freshman year, and that should have been a wake-up call, but it really wasn't, and because things didn't change. And that social anxiety, I think, also turned inward into self-hatred of, like, just because I was overthinking everything and being irrationally over analytical, it somehow just devolved into me being really angry at myself and a lot of stuff like that. So I became very quickly, over the course of the year, depressed, and I think it was most evident in my relationships with people. Sophomore year, about midway through the fall semester, I started going to CAPS on the university, and I only went to their free consultations because it was, at the time, like, a thing. I didn't want my parents to know that I was seeking psychological treatment, and I also didn't really want to be medicated. I think that was just a personal stigma that I would attach to myself. I think there are like 6 free sessions you can get, and I went to all of those. And my the psychologist I was with just tried to talk me through forming an identity, because I think that was one of the issues, was a lack of identity, and solidifying things about myself that don't cause me anxiety. But I think I've matured a little bit, as people generally do, just over the course of time, naturally matured and become able to handle my emotions a little bit more. It's about anxiety about different things that have, it's responded to different changes in my life. Like, now it's the idea of graduating and trying to create my life going forward and not knowing what the future is going to be like, where it seems like all of our peers have their dream jobs, have figured things out, and are, knowing what they want to do with their lives, whereas I probably know less about what I want to do now than I did freshman year. And I think that's now causing, because I've figured out, my social abilities and inabilities, and I don't care about that anymore, because I have friends that, I really enjoy being with, and that's all that matters. But now it's about, finding my place in the world, which is a little bit scarier.